No, let me just tell you. Hold on a second. Welcome back to Gin Reviews from South Florida. Tonight, I've been saving this one for a while. We're going to dive into novelty gins. And I couldn't think of a better novelty gin than Strike Spirits. So, let's review Strike Spirits Gin. We're coming in at 40%. Botanicals, juniper, and citrus. It's a glass bottle. Says so here. It's a bowling pin. I mean, I don't know what else to say about this. There's a little website that's dedicated, I guess, to the sales of this, and it comes from the BPAA, which is the Bowling Proprietary Association of America. I should know that because I was once a member when I was about 13. But when I was 13, there was no gin in a bowling pin. I don't think so. Maybe there was. Maybe someone concocted some weird thing. But this is one of the craziest novelty gins I've seen. And let's just call a spade here. This is definitely a novelty gin. I mean, how can you get any more novelty than a bowling pin, right? So, Strike Spirits is a brand new collection of premium quality spirits designated to reflect the sport of 10-pin bowling, including vodka, light and dark rum, tequila, gin, and whiskey. The assortment is eye-catching and custom-designed bowling pin bottles. Strike Spirits has captured every detail, from the rounded shape of the bottle to the perfectly proportioned and weighted top. Each label is carefully applied by hand to assist the bottle's quality and integrity to the sport. Strike Spirits will have widespread recognition from nearly 5,000 bowling centers in the United States. Strike Spirits is the perfect addition to your bar display and clearly speaks to the bowling community. Now, I'm sure it does. So, this was purchased a few months back on one of my picks. And, I mean, the first thing I do, this is to give you a little insight onto my gin world here. The first thing I always do when I buy a new gin is I do just a quick website search, and you know, it helps if it's on the bottle somewhere, and then I kind of go from there, and then I kind of look at some reviews some reviewers that I really respect, and I take that information and I usually write a little script up here to do this. So I want to read you the letter that I sent. I send letters out, letters. Who the hell says letters? Emails to distilleries all around the world, and I always give them the advantage, you know, right away. I'm going to do a review on your gin, and a lot of times it's just for me to get more information on the botanicals, because a lot of these gins, they don't, like I was saying in a few videos back, they don't put the botanicals anywhere. They don't even think about it. It's just ridiculous. So this is what I wrote to Strike Spirits. Dear Strike Spirits, I have purchased a bottle of your bowling pin gin. And I am a gin reviewer. I plan on doing a review in the near future, and I'm looking for your botanical blend. Is there any information that you can assist me with? And about 2 days after, I get this reply. Dear Joe, thank you for your interest in Strike Spirits. How many cases can I put you down for? I have no words for that. So, let's open this up, huh? I'm kind of excited about it in a weird way. Oh. I don't know what I was expecting. Alright, well. Well, let's see. So on the visual, there are a little bit of particles floating around in it. I hate that. I mean, if you're gonna distill something, the whole point really is right to distill it, right? To take out, like to evaporate, to condense, and then to reform without impurities. And when I see particles floating around, it just shows me like there's not a lot put into this first. Definitely smells citrus right away, almost like a lemony candy, like lemon drop. And then the juniper. Okay. Alright, yeah. I mean, it's exactly, little legging, it's exactly what it says. It's citrusy with juniper. See how it goes, huh? Salute. Salute. You know what? For a 40% gin and a bowling pin, it's not that bad. It's not that bad. Grain, I could taste the corn they use as their base. But it's not too malty. It's not burnt. And there's definitely juniper up at the forefront. It's a London dry, like it says. The citrus is there. The only thing that it's missing that I think would make it just a little bit better is like a little Cuban pepper, maybe a little black pepper even, on the back end to get that like spice note. Because I'm not tasting that. The earthiness of it, there is a little earthy. I think that's more to do with the juniper. If we're in a bowling alley right now and I was at the bar, you know, a couple buddies, and hey Joe, what do you want? Honestly, I probably wouldn't get gin. I'd probably get a beer, because that's what I always think of, like beer and bowling, right? It's the perfect sport, you get to drink. But then again, if I saw this gin, I don't know. You know, I'm asking you guys out there, would you guys try this if you saw it at a bowling alley? It's saying a lot of probabilities. Like, you have to be a bowler, you know, maybe, or maybe you're just like going on a date or something, and you see a bottle, and you see there's like 5 of them because they have every liquor, like I was reading, and it's lined up on the shelf, and it looks interesting. Would you take a shot of this? Would you have a cocktail? All right. We are gonna make a classic, my favorite rendition of a Gibson tonight. And when I say my version, I like to, since, you know, I like to chef it up, make my own cocktail onions. Basically what I do, if you care to know, I use gin, usually Bombay, like 40%, 42%, somewhere around that, cheaper end. It doesn't have to go crazy. I put about a 1/4 cup gin to 3 dashes of malt vinegar, fresh herbs if I have available, a couple of pepper flakes, and then I let the onions just soak in that, and they keep good for about a week in the fridge, but usually they're gone by that time. So that's what we're doing tonight. We're going to take 2 ounces of our bowling pin gin. I can't stop saying that. I'll go a little higher, actually. I like a Gibson to be dry, but I like it to be very boozy, even though this is only 40%. I do like to put a little Regans. Whoa. Yeah. Okay. If you're a fan of this channel and you remember back to my Tennessee days, how I'd never edited my videos, I was rewatching a few of them, and there's just so much crazy stuff happening in the background, like that time where that jackal or coyote was outside where my studio was, at the time, and I guess there was either mating season or they were fighting, but you know, sounded like it could have been both. And then it it got captured like while we were I was doing a review. I'll have to put a link on that one if you guys haven't seen that. It's worth seeing just that part. I don't even remember that gin we did. All right. Anyway, we're stirring, ever stirring, ever stirring. Let me get one of these gorgeous, gorgeous, gorgeous little pearl onions of love with some of its briny goodness into our coupe de ville. Let's see. One day I'll get another table over here. All right. This, that. All right, now, some people might be turned off by the herbs floating around in a martini. I personally am not. I think it looks absolutely delicious like this. It gives it more like character. Wow, look at the legging on that. It looks delicious. Salute. Yeah. All right, so, I mean, this is a very nice Gibson right here. I like I was saying before, I like a boozy Gibson if I'm going to do it to Gibson, and this is just not as boozy with 40%. But I also like a classic London Dry if I'm doing a Gibson, of course. And so the notes are there with this gin. I'd say if you're in a bowling alley and you do see the pin up there, I'd say just grab a like a neat shot of it. Just, you gotta try it. Unless they're charging like $10 or $12 a shot, then forget about it. Get a beer. Get a couple of beers. Actually, bring some beers in. Hasn't done that, right? Oh man, damn, is that good? I mean, I love the brininess of the pearl onion, and then I don't know, there's something about this drink, this cocktail. It's like it transforms you. It's a time traveler. You know, you're back in the 50s. You know, when everyone was eating cold cut sandwiches and drinking gin martinis or Gibsons. Men wore hats. Women wore dresses. You know, the whole thing. I know I sound like an old man. I'm not. I'm only 41. Believe that? Yeah, well, anywho. So for a novelty gin as this, like I say, if you happen to come across it and it's not too much, if you happen to come across it in a liquor store and it's priced somewhere by $10 to $15, I definitely say pick it up. I mean, I bought this one for 12 bucks, so unfortunately I had to do a quick edit. I got a really nice email just now from Stretton's Gin from South Africa, the one we did a few weeks back. Remember I was saying how I reach out to the distilleries? Well, they mentioned my review on their website, and I just thought that was pretty cool to share. Anyway, if you're new to this channel, you like what I do, you love a good cocktail, you love to just, I don't know, hear me go on and on about gin, I would ask you to subscribe, to like, do all the whole thing all the kids are saying to do. It'll help to fund more delicious bottles of gin to review. And if not, salute. You know, the Italian style, the other way we say it. So from me to you to me, to everyone else here from the States, from sea to shining sea, I want to wish you a wonderful evening, a great morning, an afternoon, yeah, you bastards. Ciao.
At night at the old studio in Tennessee, it was me. I was the one. So now subscribe, and always drink, but make sure that you drink gin from a bowling pin.